granniopteryx, granniopteryx. She knows the truth, she's linking every link.
Hello. Heather Herbert has been arrested. Some of you who haven't been keeping up with the UK news may ask, who is this Herbert and why has she had her collar felt by the blue uniformed protectors of our ethnic minorities and marginalised communities, as I suppose we should be calling them now. So I shall refresh your memory. Mr. Herbert, an employee of Aberdeen University, is one of those disturbed blokes who wears a frock, but for all that appears not to like women very much. They especially don't like women who don't like men who LARP as women in order aggressively to occupy women-only public lavatories, for instance. People who flounce into changing rooms reeking of entitlement and Old Spice, men who make threatening nuisances of themselves to show how big and important they are. In other words, bullies. And such bullies as Mr. Herbert or Miss Herbert or Ms. Herbert or G. Herbert or whatever he's calling himself now, they especially don't like political women who are outspoken in their antipathy towards antisocial narcissists like him. So it was with some glee, not to say exhilaration, that Mr. Herbert greeted news of the death of Anne Widdecombe, indulging himself in a sadomasochistic fantasy of the lady dying chained up and in agony. And to my utter amazement, it turns out that the blue uniformed protectors of our ethnic minorities and marginalised communities have swung into action and have arrested Mr. Heather Herbert. Although it isn't recorded whether or not they handcuffed him and rolled him about on the pavement first. However they did it, I'm asking why they did it, because despite the fact that the fellow is a loathsome rat's turd with the moral insight of a cockroach and the grin of Hannibal Lecter, Mr. Herbert was not inciting murder. After all, by the time he was publishing his perverted excogitations, Miss Widdecombe was long past worrying about anything he might have had to say. And so far as I know, speaking ill of the dead isn't a crime. Well, not yet, anyway. He was merely fantasising about Miss Widdecombe's death post-mortem. Or was he? Could it be that the police know something about his part in this whole barbarous episode which transcends a simple post on Blue Sky? Well, just for the record, I'm not speculating. And that's mostly because the blue uniformed protectors of our ethnic minorities and marginalised communities keep telling us we shouldn't speculate. And as a good, law-abiding citizen, who am I to argue with them? So I'll leave you to think of that till next time. You can help my channel by subscribing and clicking the notification bell. That's quite important. And by sharing if you're so inclined. Links to my other channels and to donation methods are in the description. But the best way you can help is simply by clicking like and notify. Thank you.